A lot of our clients over the last year have had inquiries from their banks. Banks, like other organisations, are part of the tax reporting and tax agency system by collecting and exchanging data within a country and across border. So a double taxation treaty collects information from banks, investment companies, salaries, payrolls, property rental agents, and tax reports are submitted, and they're exchanged between countries. So if you're an expat living and working abroad and your home country or your domicile country is elsewhere, then the two jurisdictions exchange information, and under the double taxation treaty determines how you pay your tax. Now, the banks now are quite restricted, and they have to have a license to operate, and the more services they operate, the bigger the fee, the bigger the regulation of the license. So over the last few years, we've seen a lot of banks actually behind the scenes transforming, not necessarily operating the same service, or they're splitting up and reorganizing themselves. So they're not quite the same as they were before. So it's not one bank that fits all around the world. Each bank is slightly different and slightly based in a particular jurisdiction. And this has a number of different impacts for expats living and working abroad. As for you as a resident, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can receive money into a bank account. A bank account is a movable current asset. So if you've got a bank account in any currency, in any country around the world, income coming into that bank and the interest earned on that bank account or that savings is reportable in your country of tax residence. So that's important to note. Now, the bank's ability to offer you banking services if you live abroad may have changed. Some banks are able to do that. Regulations change regularly, and therefore the banks have to adapt the way they work. Blame the French, blame the OECD for that, and the ongoing regulations to make sure that everybody pays, corporations pay a minimum amount of tax around the world, and that everybody pays a fair and the correct amount of tax. But you'll find now that the banks have to report not just your money laundering for your photo ID and your address verification, but they'll also now have to verify your tax number and your social insurance number. So this is the essence for that. And if a bank is not licensed to offer services to people abroad, they will withdraw services to you. So it's important to take care that your bank are changing their arrangements, that you'll need to verify and update your information every couple of years, but also note that they are reporting, and for example, if you've got a regular income coming in and they're not clear what it is, they may ask you to clarify what that is and provide proof of what the credits and debits are. This is all part of the tax reporting and exchange of information that's going on in the modern world. All the tax are joined up in the UK, HMRC, national insurance, pensions, state pensions, they're all connected. So everybody knows what everybody else is doing. And if you've registered your pensions because you're abroad under a double taxation treaty, so you're not taxed at source, it's reported to your home country where you're a tax resident. So bear that in mind, and for more help and guidance on managing your bank account around the world, contact us at partnership.com.